So now the third part of my journey is taking me via an evening train to the little town of Bundi. It has many step wells, and again, interesting people. You'll see a bunch of very friendly and pleasant faces, which I managed to capture on my first and second day. Had the pleasure of making some prints and coming back the following day and giving out some to the faces that you see passing by you. Bundi, very interesting. Walked a lot of the back streets, got a little bit more confident with my interactions with the people. Things were coming along really good. I was having a great time. And what you'll see now coming up is a Muslim wedding with this really noisy machine coming through the town. It was brilliant, but my God, it was noisy. Here it is. So much like the other Indian cities that I had been to, there was a fortress on the hill. This particular one called, no surprise, Bundi Fortress. Wasn't in great condition. The walls were pretty much there. There was nothing really in the way of furniture, but what you did find in some of the rooms that were quite isolated from the ultraviolet sunlight were brilliantly colored walls and ceilings of an era that was probably a few hundred years old. It was great to wander around. I had the whole place to myself. The guards were sleeping. I felt like I wanted to creep around like a mouse. Nonetheless, a great afternoon spent up on this fort. It was a little higher up on the hill, so a little bit cooler. It was enjoyable. Had my lunch and walked back down and wandered through the city. Here you'll see a few images from on the top of the fortress. Bundi wasn't that big, but still, from Canadian standpoint, it is big enough. To me, the cities look relatively similar. You wouldn't really be able to tell one from another with respect to the architecture. But nonetheless, each place left its own, what's the word, indelible mark on my memory, and enjoyed my time. It was great. I spent about 4 days there and ended up doing a day trip with a fella named Kookie Sharma.
All right, man. Welcome to Bundi. What is your name, sir?
Cookie.
Cookie who?
I'm Cookie. I'm archeologist. I'm explorer. Prehistoric rock painting.
Prehistoric rock paintings. Mr. Op Kookie Sharma.
Kookie Sharma.
Sharma. Sorry. Oh, good. So we're starting our first day here on the tour of Bundi. And Cookie has taken me to one of the biggest step wells here. And we see these in photos everywhere. Water's a little bit low right now. It's only 15 feet deep, but it does come up to that line almost in the center of the photo. So it's pretty deep. And the young kids like jumping from the roof. That's their game when the water's high. So we're going out on a motorcycle ride. Cookie's got a Ninja 900cc, a TVS. He's comfortable at the back, and he's really nice because he drives slow. So all the tourists can stay alive, and all the tourists can say, yeah, go with Cookie. He drives okay. No problem.
So my day out with Kookie Sharma was a nice change, really, from being in and around these cities and non-stop people and noise and sounds. I'd sat on the back of his 250cc motorcycle. We drove for about an hour, and lots of sights and sounds. Here's some more of them. Check out the guy's sound system.
Yeah, man. I think Frank Zappa had a song for you called "A Dancing Fool." Man. The peace and quiet of the countryside.
So on my drive with Kookie, he had driven through a game reserve in the hopes of seeing some interesting animals. Sadly, we didn't see too much. He ended up driving past this lake area. Very, very arid. But it was a great afternoon and all day. My butt was a little bit sore sitting on the back of this 250cc motorcycle, but well worth it. Made a couple of stops. One of them was at a little village where the local people are selling a few things. It really looks pretty isolated living out in these places of the country. But compared to a busy cacophony of an Indian city, I think at times I'd prefer being out in the peace and quiet. Very interesting geological formations. This looks like kind of a gorge. Water is constantly falling.
Welcome to the Bundi Grand Canyon.
So here are a few images of this little town, and one of their major commodities here is cow poop pie burning material. I'm pretty sure that's what they were using it for. There's not really a lot of wood out here, so they're burning the old cow poo. Stopped for about an hour I wandered about, left Kookie behind, and tried to capture a few photographs of the things that looked of interest. Pretty basic life out here in the country, I would say. So here we are towards the end of our journey for the day. It's the area where Kookie's going to take me to go see some of the very old rock paintings. I'd have to say the last group of paintings that we saw were in really great condition, and well, from my naive understanding, they looked very, very real. The afternoon, as you can see, brilliant sunshine. This water here was drinkable. It was a pleasant place just to sit and to chill, and I had some time to just converse with Kookie Sharma, who was an quasi-archeologist of some renown here in the area, and I had come across his name from a fellow traveler who said, spend the day with Kookie out in the we'll call it the backwoods, but the backlands of Bundi, and have a great time. So I wasn't disappointed.